more than half the public are gloomy about an early return to life as normal, which I take as meaning you're happy that your children don't go to school, they miss out on education, you're happy that your elderly grandparents or vulnerable adults are isolated, presumably forever, and you're happy that businesses are collapsing around you, that many publicans who've poured their life savings into pubs will never, ever open those doors again, and people whose livelihoods are invested in their companies will fail. You're all happy with that, are you? For the love of God, you want to live like this forever? Don't you want to just get out, get your children out, get them to school, go on holiday, go and sit on a beach? Get moving. Dave in Sevenoaks, you go ahead and rant, Nick. We'll stay at home. My wife is a London Hospital NHS nurse, and believe me, her colleagues are pleading, begging, imploring people to stay at home. Well, they'll destroy the economy. Colin says, perhaps you wouldn't be so keen to get everyone back to work if you'd lost two family members to coronavirus. Money over saving human life? Sorry, Colin, I only lost one relative. My aunt. She died in her 90s in a care home in March. I didn't know I could only have a view if I lost two. When did that come in, Colin? And I'll tell you this now, for nothing. My aunt, who was in her 90s, would not want to see this country absolutely paralysed in the way it is, and businesses collapsing on a daily basis, and jobs going. It cannot continue with all the necessary caveats, with all the necessary restrictions, with those who are elderly and vulnerable being told they must continue to isolate. We need to get those 40 and below back to work, telling them that they can't see grandma for a few more weeks because they might still spread it, but they're less than 1% of 40-year-olds have died from the disease. Or do it your way. Keep the country bloody well shut up forever. Because I'm telling you later about a 27-year-old woman who took her life because she couldn't go to her 93-year-old grandmother's funeral. And I'll be telling you about a 17-year-old young man who took his life because of his concerns over missing education. And I'll tell you about a 44% increase in young people suffering with emotional health. So keep it your way, keep the country locked up, keep the country going down the tubes, and keep watching young people lose their lives. Do it your way. But don't come saying in a few months' time, when you have tax increases that make your eyes water, that you have any complaints about that.